Hello and welcome in to a special edition. This is an awards presentation here, and we got one of the newest Utah Utes right next to me. I've got Kane Archer here, uh, proud Utah Ute, right? Here, let me. Oh, now try it.
Yes, sir.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Great.
Yeah. So been a little bit happening lately,
Yeah, a lot. Whittingham got hired at Michigan.
right?
Obviously that's going down, and then the offense coordinators. There's rumors about him going too. So I don't know. It's not a tricky situation. It's just what's going to happen and when is it going to happen and how soon is it going to happen. So yeah,
That whole Whittingham deal is an interesting deal in itself. You committed to him.
Yep.
Um, and then he didn't get fired. He kind of just left. I think he said he didn't want to overstay his welcome. I mean, that was kind of what he said,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I think he was going to retire, and then the Michigan job came open, and he was like, "Man, if I'm him, I don't pass up on it either. It's a top 5 program in the country,
Right,
in the history. So I mean, I understand. You can't fault the guy for that, you know.
right,
So I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out.
right. Well, you guys, Greenwood, you guys had an unbelievable run. Um, I know it didn't end the way you wanted it to. I know it's something that obviously you weren't used to
Yeah,
because you were 38-0 as a starter coming into the game. Um, but I mean, what can you say? I mean, your career has been. You've heard what I've said. I've said that it's the best.
yep,
That's what I've said. I was talking to your dad a little bit, and he said there was a referee. I forget the name. He probably doesn't want me to mention the name, but he said that or that you were the best he had seen in 28 years of officiating. Probably don't need to use his
yeah,
name if you know who he is.
yeah,
But with that said, you've had a great career. No matter what. I've said to people that you can argue the best. I don't know that you can argue top five. I think your career has probably been a top five career as a quarterback. I do know that college has something to do with that as well,
sure does.
and
Yeah,
so
for sure.
there's another part of that too. That for you,
Yep,
and I know that no matter what's happening, you're going to make Greenwood proud.
yep. It's a touchy subject still. I feel like we ended off. We didn't want to end off that way, you know.
Sure,
But the past 4 years have been the one of the best experiences of my life. Being a part of Greenwood's system and being in just in that.
right,
I almost moved my sophomore year to go to it was going to be Mater Dei or St. John Bosco or something like that. But I decided no, like I want to stay at Greenwood. I want to have a hometown. Like that is my place. This is my place. So I'm extremely glad that I stayed. And my career, I mean, I couldn't have done it without all the guys that I had around me every single year. The guys were just special. It
right,
was, yeah, I mean, you can go on and on and on. You got Grant Carnes, you got LJ Robbins, you got Braden Davis, you got Ryan Short, like just Cash Archer, Taylor Jazz. Now, there's so many to name off that
right,
just, I don't know. M- my career was my career, but those guys, man, they made it that career.
right.
So, I couldn't have done it without anybody.
Well, we got some comments in here. I'm gonna hit the ones that are not nice. I'm not gonna read, but there's not any that are not nice right now. So, Todd Drake says incredible athlete and individual. So, um, you might know that guy.
Yeah, Todd Drake does all of our max prep stats, and he's at every game, and he always finds his way to shake my hand.
Yeah.
Great guy, great support. Um, Glad to have him around for sure.
Well, so number one, I want to say we appreciate this. You have given us this, um, and we're gonna hang this in our office here, and it's just a reminder of what we think. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know I'm the one that knows it all,
Yeah,
but I've watched a lot of ball in my life. In my 44 years of life, I've watched a lot of Arkansas ball in my 44 years of life, and I think you're going to be one to remember. Whatever happens in college. What you have done here has already been cemented. Now it's what do you do at the next level?
yeah,
And
yeah,
and then even possibly at the next level. And you've got a guy like Tyler Wilson at Greenwood that got drafted and kind of been through that a little bit. I'm sure that you've probably gotten a chance to talk to him about what's coming next for you.
Yeah, I talked to Tyler 2 days ago. I talked to Tyler some, but
Sure.
he's a good role model to have. That's he's done it. He's done
Right.
it, and my career is far from over. So, um, you're right. That your legacy is based off of how you do at the next level and the next level and the next level and the
Right.
next level, and it really doesn't stop. Um, Going to the Hall of Fame like that, it doesn't ever stop. So I don't know. I'm far from done. And I have so many more things to prove that I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready
Right.
for I don't want to say competition, but I'm ready for the real thing. Like let's
Right.
go, bring it on. Let's go. I'm ready. So
The next level.
yep, I'm ready.
Pamela Wright Cox says, "Good luck in your next chapter. Thanks for giving your best to Greenwood."
Thank you so much. Thank
Uh,
you.
anyway, that's really cool. I know that you mean a lot to those folks, and um, for a program that has such tradition and all of the things that they've done, especially since 2000. All of the players that have come through there, I know that they're going to hang their hat on you a lot, and say, "Hey, I was there. I watched that kid play."
Yeah, it's cool to be a part of something that people have already achieved greatness at that
Right.
place, and so to be able to be labeled in that category is special. It really is.
Yeah.
It's special to for people to like what you're saying, man. Like I don't feel like I deserve that, but I
Yeah.
do. I don't know. It's just
I'm
it's
sure it's
crazy.
hard.
It's crazy to
Yeah.
think. It's crazy to think because I don't work for anything other than to win football games. To
Right.
win football games. So like all the extra stuff, man. It's I'm just grateful. I'm
Right.
grateful. So
Well, I'm sure it's hard to wrap your mind around,
yeah,
right? I mean, there are guys that are talked about now, that I remember growing up watching Madre Hill, Basil Shabazz, but there are going to be kids that talk about you in the same way. Kids like me that grew up and all they do is watch ball
yeah.
and they're into it, and they're going to be like, I saw that guy, that Kane Archer. That was that. So I'm sure that
Yeah.
that's hard to
That
really wrap your mind
that's like
around.
and it's so special to think about because I had that guy that I looked up to,
Sure.
Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, like those type of guys. I'm trying to think in college, Baker, like just those type of guys. I had somebody that I looked up to too. So that's really cool. Once you put it that way, it's cool to think about it like
Yeah.
that.
Um, how would you sum up your career at Greenwood?
So we definitely didn't end it how we wanted it to be,
Right.
but I worked every week like it was the same opponent,
Right.
the same opponent. The film, the eating, the sleeping, the all the things that go into it. There was not a team that I was ever like, yeah, we just don't really got a
Right.
shot this week. So I felt like I gave it my all 100%. Every day that I walked into that building, every time that I put on that uniform, I feel like I gave it 100%. So there's nothing I can say. I don't have any regrets. I
Right.
don't have any regrets. Like, yeah, we lost one game, but man, like I gave it everything I had,
Yeah.
and that's all I can ask for myself.
I got some people saying we're at Harry Robinson. We are at Harry Robinson. This is where your dad
Yeah,
works. And we were able to meet up here and just make this happen. So yeah, I'm just reading comments
yeah,
as they come in here. Um, so you leave for Utah, what,
2-3
to,
days.
like the first,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so what's next? Once you hit the ground at Utah, what's next for you?
Same thing I did when I was a freshman at Greenwood.
Yeah.
Just kind of go in there and prove myself and compete every day and
Right.
give everything I have. I mean, that's if you look at it from the outside looking in, that's all you can do. You got to make sure the coaches know that you're a hard worker, that you care.
Right.
So that's definitely my goal is to just be the best version of myself every day.
Right. And, you know, from my talks with you that I've had since last year, I've told a lot of people when I talk to you that the maturity that you have coming off as a high school kid, you have a level of maturity that I don't see in a lot, which I think is great because obviously as a quarterback, there's a lot of Kane Archers out there,
Yep.
right? There's a lot of guys that led their teams, and I mean, you're going into a quarterback room that everybody was the best in their school. They were the best in their conference. They were the best in their state in a lot of aspects,
Yep.
even in their region. And so you're going into a place where you're going to have competition. So I know that you probably relish that, though. I know that you probably this is a chance for you to take it to the next level.
Yeah, no, that's the exciting part, you know. I get to see what the next level really is. Um, there's gonna be four of us. There'll be four of us, and there's a senior. He played last year. He's played all 4 years of college. There's the second guy played a little bit last year. Then it's me and another incoming freshman.
Right,
So it should be fun. You know, it should be fun, and I'm excited to compete with those guys and not only compete but learn. When you got somebody that's been in the game for 5 years of college football that's played it, like
right,
you better take something away from it every single
sure,
day. So
sure,
it's not all about who's to say that I don't play my first year? I don't know. Some people got to do it, you know.
right.
I mean, A Rod sat behind Brett Favre for how long did he sit behind
Three,
him?
four
Three,
years.
4 years.
Hmm.
It happens. It ain't like it's just the way the game's going now. So you say that it's one of my goals to just get better, get better, compete, play. You understand? You understand? So
So I know there's got to be a little motivation, right?
yeah.
I mean, not just the motivation to go there. Um, you know, we know that there was some thought you wanted to go to Arkansas in some capacity, right? Obviously, everybody does
Mhm.
when I mean, most people do anyway. That go to the Hill or that go to Arkansas or live in Arkansas. They want at some point to get that opportunity. I know there's got to be a little bit of motivation there to show them,
Yes. Growing up in Arkansas, you're a
right?
Hawk fan. You're a Hawk fan. I don't have much other to say than better hope I don't get a chance week 2 because I feel uh, better hope I don't get a chance week 2 is
Yeah,
all I got to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Um, I got a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions about it, but I'll keep those on.
Yeah. Well, I know those are raw right now, but everything happens for a reason, right?
Everything
I
happens
mean,
for a reason.
everything happens for a reason, and there'll there'll be a day that you know you'll get your opportunity to show somebody either in a good way or not,
Yep.
however that's looked at.
Yeah.
Some
And I
people.
don't mean that by a bad
I
thing. I'm
understand.
just saying just
Hey, you're a competitor,
I'm a competitor. That's
right?
it. Yeah, I'm a competitor.
Yeah,
That's it.
you're a
No,
competitor,
no,
and
no hard feelings. No, nothing at all.
no
So
bitterness,
no,
right?
none.
I mean, like I said, it works out for a reason.
Yep.
It works out the way it should. And man, you got a great opportunity. I mean, you're going to a Big 12 school, and not everybody gets that opportunity. I will tell you, this would be me. And I looked at the rankings the other day, 24/7 Sports. You were ranked 17th in the state. I almost laughed at that. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, um, I get it. People have their eye. They look for a certain thing. They look for 6'5", 6'6". They look for the 4.5 40. They look for the kid that can throw it 75 yards or whatever. But at the end of the day, that doesn't have a lot to do with playing quarterback. It's really between the ears as much as anything. I mean, if you can throw the ball and get it to the receiver on time, that's what matters.
Yeah, right. We looked. I got off of the rankings 3 years ago just because it's whack.
Yeah,
It's whack. It's whack. I don't care what anybody else says. It's whack. So I feel like you're exactly right. It's play between the ears, and I'm sorry, but measurables don't tell you everything. They don't. They don't. They can't measure. If you're 6'5", okay, how smart are you?
right,
Can you process this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like it sucks. You know, it
right,
sucks when you're 6'1" and you're trying to go play at a Power 4 school, and I don't want to say you're undersized, but you don't. You're not 6'3". You're not 6'4". You
right.
know, so just got to compete. Prove them wrong.
I got some people in chat here. Big Block, he's one of our members. He says, "Congratulations, Kane." Harrison Hunter 9823 over on YouTube says, "Best player in Arkansas history."
Thank
Man,
you. I appreciate it.
so it's just
Yeah.
big words, man.
Yeah.
Well, we want to say thanks to you for being interested in us
Yeah.
and what we do. I remember last year when you reached out. We were looking at the MVP and looking at numbers, and Last year, this year was a little different
Yeah.
because there were so many people that played well. You were one of those guys that did.
Nikel Lewis played amazing.
Nikel Lewis
Yeah,
played
we had a
amazing,
couple conversations.
right?
Did he end up? Did he
He
get
no,
eliminated?
he didn't
Who got it
actually.
last night?
Creed Vega won it.
Creed Vega.
Yeah,
Okay, he's a baller. We saw
yeah,
him at Hootens. He had a
yeah,
heck of a year too. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Nikel was right up there. Enoch Hassan was
yep.
one of them that was up there. We had Kane Price was
Yep,
another one at
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
He's a baller.
I mean, lots of good offensive football this year. I think um, uh, Vega ended up with not only the 2,000 yards rushing, the 2,000 yards passing. He ended up with like 54, 55 touchdowns, and then 100 tackles, few forced fumbles.
100 tackles
Right,
while
yeah.
having that many
Right,
yards.
yeah.
Man, yeah.
So he definitely had a year
Oh yeah.
there. But last year it was obvious. I mean, there was no it could be this guy, it could be that guy. When we went into vote, it everybody just kind of looked at it and was like 57 touchdowns, two picks, more touchdowns than incompletions. I mean, basically games are done by halftime. All of the things that went into it, and then this year as well, you guys showed your interest in us, so we appreciate what
For
you
sure.
have done
Yep.
for us,
Yep.
and appreciate that you've taken interest. I mean, you're the Gatorade Player of the Year 2 times. You don't have to do that. So
I appreciate you
yeah,
guys. Not every day do kids in the world get on social media and look and somebody's posted about them. So I appreciate you
yeah,
guys. It means a lot that you guys care for kids in high school sports that necessarily don't have the biggest opportunity.
right.
It shows a lot that you guys care. So
We
yeah,
do.
yeah.
So more comments. Tina Honeycutt, great player and human.
Thank you.
Comes from the best football family and tagged your mom and dad there. So apparently they know you a little bit. Bill Harshaw, he's one of our guys. He says you're a class act.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, sir.
Thank you.
So yeah, man, we're excited and we're happy for you. Bib Block says again, amazing career. I will be pulling for you from Northeast Arkansas.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate Big Block being in there with us. Well, man, uh, we this is what we're here for. I'll tell you, I wanted to give you something that you might be able to take with
Oh
you.
wow, that's awesome, man.
It's glass, so don't break it.
Yeah.
But what it says is Lifetime Achievement Award, Kane Archer, number 8, Greenwood Bulldogs, for one of the greatest careers in Arkansas high school history. So this is for you, and this is kind of in the place of winning the MVP. I mean, I talked to your dad. I don't know if he got the message a little bit, but I was just like, this is almost not necessarily above the MVP, but it's like you're just one of those kids that has had the kind of career that almost transcends a little bit. So we wanted to appreciate that and give you something that you
Thank
could
you so
take with
much.
you.
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
no
I
problem.
appreciate it.
I'll give you that, and man,
That's awesome.
yeah, we just I'll tell you one thing about me. I'm not one of those guys that kind of blows smoke. So if I say something, I mean it. And I really do believe that you've had one of the greatest that I've seen in my 44 years of life. And I've kept up with high school football all the way through. And you won't remember this, but the days of Steve Sullivan at Channel 4 and the Friday night flights where they used to take the helicopters across the state. I mean, that was back in the 90s. I've kept up with it since then, and so when I see something and I know what I see, and I definitely see something in you. So we're going to be pulling for you.
For sure. Thank you.
We're going to really be interested in week 2
Yeah,
just to
right.
see
Yeah.
what goes on there.
Yeah.
But we're going to be checking out, see
Yeah.
what happens with you and your career, man. And obviously we're excited for all the kids that get an opportunity. Yours is a situation a little different,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're excited for you. And man,
This definitely the end of of a chapter,
right,
but this it ain't over. It
sure.
ain't over. So
Well, I told TJ Hodges' dad this, and it turned out to happen a little faster than I thought. But, you never burn bridges, no matter what, no matter how you
never.
feel.
Yep.
You never know.
Yep.
You never know what might happen. And you may go out there to Utah and you may end up being just as great there as you were for the Greenwood Bulldogs. And if you do, you're probably going to be signing an NFL contract at some point, and we'll be looking for you there. So, again, we're going to cherish this in our office. And, man, we appreciate the fact that you gave this to us. We
For
definitely
sure.
will hang this up on our walls, and we really hope that maybe someday we'll get a chance to give out another one of these awards. I'll be honest with you, I know that we're young in our existence, but that's not an award that we'll be giving out a lot. I mean, if we see it, we'll give it out. But the sustained success, the excellence that you've had over your career, I think warranted that. And so, man, we just want to let you know that we appreciate what you've done.
I appreciate it more than you know.
Yeah.
I really do. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Well, man, seriously, good luck. I know that you're going to do great. You're going to do great things, and we're going to be watching from afar.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go Utes.
All right. Kane Archer here, Greenwood Bulldogs, and now the Utah Utes as he's getting ready to go on to bigger and better things. And we wanted to honor him with what we call the Lifetime Achievement Award there that he has there that he can take to Salt Lake City with him and just honor the career that he's had for the Greenwood Bulldogs, which was a fantastic career. In fact, um, I'm going to read these off real quick. Career stats: 10,518 yards passing, 133 touchdowns, just 14 interceptions. That's over from your freshman year. 2,897 yards rushing, 58 touchdowns, 13,415 total yards, and 191 total touchdowns. Your career record was 38-1. You're back-to-back Gatorade Player of the Year, back-to-back Max Preps Player of the Year, state champion 23 and 24, state championship MVP in 23 and 24. You hold the national record for completion percentage at 81.5. That's really good. 6A West Player of the Year 23, 24, 25, 23, 24, 25, 6A All State, NFL Week 4 high school award winner. Um, 2024 male athlete in the state of Arkansas. First quarterback in Arkansas history to throw for 100 and rush for 50. First quarterback in Arkansas history to throw for 10,000 and rush for 2,500. D3 Auto Sales MVP list 3 times and MVP winner in 2024 and the first ever ASN Lifetime Achievement Award. So, pretty good career. Pretty good career. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. Again, we want to say thank you for joining us here on this special edition of our awards presentation. And we will get with you the end of this week. We've got the ASN Basketball Classic. Those guys that are members, make sure you join us. And if you want to watch those games, make sure you join us there before the weekend starts. We're looking forward to it. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up here with Kane. Good luck once again.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you to everybody
Yeah.
watching and listening, always supporting it. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I really appreciate it. So thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here again. Appreciate you for joining us. We will see you again very soon.